Today we are visiting pastel artist Karen Israel, and she's showing us her art studio she has in her own home. I had the pleasure of crossing paths with Karen during an art class at Lyme Art Association, and from that very moment I was captivated by her presence. Karen possesses an innate charm and unassuming ease that draws people in, coupled with a humble unawareness of her remarkable artistic talent. Initially trained as a physical therapist, she made a life altering decision around the age of 40, choosing to explore the world of art as a passionate pursuit alongside her career. Remarkably, Karen is entirely self taught, embarking on her artistic journey by participating in local watercolor classes before ultimately finding her artistic calling in pastels in the year 2009. Since then, she has left an indelible mark on the pastel art community, achieving recognition through numerous awards and honors. Her passion has extended beyond her own creations. She now dedicates herself to nurturing and guiding aspiring artists through their own creative journeys. When asked about her advice for those who may feel apprehensive about delving into the art world, Karen simply states, I didn't know I could. I couldn't draw a thing at first. You just don't know until you try. Our shared belief echoes the sentiment that the true beauty lies in the process of creation and its journey itself that holds the most profound joy. As you can see, up the stairs we went to an extra bedroom that Karen has in her house that she converted into her studio. And here she is explaining how she set up her studio.
Light, but I block that window because it gets some really funky light and shadow that distorts everything. So I keep that one closed.
Mm.
I have my saturated colors and what I call neutrals, even though there's plenty of colors in a lot of these.
Mm-hmm.
They're just more earth tones.
Yeah, more earth tone.
Yeah, and that helps me think about mixing the saturation with pastel. Some of the colors are just so saturated that unless you're going for that, then you want to mix it with like cool.
You can really set up an art studio anywhere, an extra closet, an extra bedroom, your kitchen table, an extra desk. Really just find a space and go for it.
Usually set up in that corner over there. That I stick with that for a while. Maybe do 2 or 3 paintings in of that subject, and then say, oh, I want to do a painting about cars and movement and atmosphere, and then I start to do. That's the one you're looking at now is one that I'll be doing more of those. So I take reference photos.
Inquiring about Karen's creative process, I delved into her approach to selecting subjects that would grace her canvases. Her method is both deliberate and enchanting, for she seeks out subjects that possesses the power to narrate a compelling story or evoke deep emotions within those who lay their eyes upon her artwork. She possesses an extraordinary talent for capturing the essence of everyday life, immortalizing scenes that might be perceived as mundane by some, but radiate their own unique charm and significance to her discerning eye. As a testament to her artistry, consider the pastel masterpiece depicting cars navigating a rain soaked highway, as previously showcased. It exemplifies the sheer brilliance that sets Karen apart, the ability to find and amplify the inherent beauty concealed within the ordinary fabric of existence.
It's the one time that my mind isn't busy when I'm painting. I have a very busy mind, and I think 3 steps ahead. And my brain is like a Jackson Pollock painting, probably. But when I focus on a piece, I'm focused, and I don't hear people calling my name. I don't hear the traffic behind me. I really get immersed in the project, and it's relaxing. That part of it is very relaxing. It kind of eases my anxiety. I try to always have a double meaning in my title, so I don't want to point the viewer into what I was feeling and thinking. So, an example would be, I don't know, dating game, and it could be a bunch of chickens. So maybe it's about the chickens' romance, but maybe I was on a date with someone and went to the farm. I mean,
Like a double meaning.
A double meaning. I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably not a good example. I don't know where I'm going to go.
But that's the journey. That's the
Right.
fun part, right?
Right.
Taking the journey.
Exactly. So, I really wanted to create more of a sense of distance in this piece. So I'm, using kind of a neutral red to tone it down a little bit. And let's see, so that grays it out, and I want more contrast with the, now I go back up and in, and I don't want it to be so even, so I'm just adding now more saturation and hopefully lighter hues of green. And sometimes I have to go in and I'm using the warm yellow green here in the foreground. Let's see.
Oh, that makes such a difference.
Yeah, I wanted to brighten this up. I felt it got very dull.
Yeah.
And it's coming out. Once I do that, I'm opening tooth up.
Oh, so it'll have more grab.
Yeah, it'll have more grab and allow for, and I just love these diagonals. So I'm gonna open up some in here. And let's see. And then I'll work some of the color back in. So I paint a lot of times when I realize that I've gotten too artificial and irregular shapes, I'll paint negative shapes. So I'm painting in.
You did those clouds. Your clouds are more stormy than the ones in the photo.
Oh, it's totally different shapes and everything. Yeah. I didn't.
It's like a stormier, darker day almost.
Right. But the sun is shining. I mean, I'm seeing it as the sun is shining through, and the clouds are quite dark. I mean, I can probably edge towards lightning, and that's the beauty of pastel. It's really easy to make corrections. So let's see if that's lighter. That is slightly lighter. But so yeah, this value is like a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to change this, which, maybe I do, I don't know, that's kind of blue. I'm going to use this color that I used here. I'm going to use it in the clouds as well. A little pinker. I don't rub a lot, but where I don't want a sharp edge, I'll rub. I'll do that. But the pinks kind of cheer it up a little bit too.
That's in the studio with Allison Ritrovato. And a big thank you to Karen Israel for sharing her home with us and showing us all that we can carve out a space anywhere in our house to be creative. Be the inspiration you want to see in the world. You can do it.